Hello readers, hello writers. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name is Cam and welcome to Wolfshot Publishing. Today I'm doing the Booktube Newbie tag because I make booktube videos. I am a newbie and I guess I've been tagged. Cue the intro. Alrighty, so the way this works is there are 7 questions which I will answer kind of in an interview format, but I want to start by saying that obviously if you haven't seen me already, my name is Cam and I'm making these videos basically for writing tips and entertainment stuff for readers. I'm a bit of a socially awkward person outside of the online spectrum, so if that kind of shows in my videos, I'm really sorry. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? So question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? Okay, so I started this channel because basically when I was writing my first book, I was looking for videos with helpful information to get that book done and to make it better. And I found a lot of videos with writing tips, that kind of stuff, but I also came across this wonderful thing called Booktube. I was instantly fascinated that there was this community of people who were so into reading and writing, and I instantly felt a connection with that. And basically when I finished my first book, I wanted to make a video kind of celebrating it, and I ended up, I guess, getting into video making, and in turn that rolled over onto this, and I guess now I'm an aspiring booktuber. So question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? So, like I said before, when I was looking for writing tip videos and I started getting into the Booktube videos, I noticed there wasn't exactly a surplus of YouTubers that kind of bridged the gap between writers and readers. Don't get me wrong, there are some, but there isn't a lot. And I wanted to be one of those people that don't just make videos on new books coming out and unboxings and stuff. I wanted to do videos like that, but I also wanted to make consistent videos providing writing tips, because that was one of the things I noticed. A lot of the videos with helpful information for writers, it was kind of stuff like TED Talks and that make a video on that once in a blue moon. It wasn't very consistent. And then there were some people who were making consistent writing tip videos, but there just weren't enough to cover all of the bases, so I want to help fill in that gap. Plus, I also noticed that there isn't a whole lot of Australians involved in this thing, and I kind of want to bridge that gap too, because Aussies like to read, yo. To finish on that question, I feel like I'm a pretty fun guy when you get to know me, and like I said, I'm a bit socially awkward to start with, but I'm already starting to feel more comfortable making these videos, so I feel like you might even enjoy my presence a little bit as time goes on. Plus, you'll also get to see my journey as I finish publishing my books. I've already got a couple out now, but I'm working on so many more, so you'll get to come along for the ride with me on that, and I can pretty much show you how to get it done, and we can just enjoy that experience together. So question number 3 is, what are you most excited about? And that one is easy. I'm excited to make friends that are as into reading and writing as I am. Doesn't matter if you're not a writer, if you're just a reader. If you're a writer, it comes with the package that you are a reader, so there's not really a vice versa on that. But most of my good friends that I have outside of the online spectrum, they're not big readers. I don't have a lot of friends that are into reading, and especially not writing. I don't think I actually have any friends that are avid writers. Most of the people I speak to that consider themselves writers just aren't really working that hard on it because they're a bit too nervous, and that's another reason I'm making these videos, because I want to help people like that to get out of their shell. But yeah, I want to make friends in this booktube community. I want to make friends with you guys. I really do, because I need friends that are into reading and writing like I am. There's just not a whole lot here, and I'm getting a bit lonely. So question number 4 is, why do you love reading? And if you're watching this video, then you're an avid reader as well, so you know exactly why I love reading. I love being taken away to that fantastical place that just can't exist in real life. I mean, it's amazing the things we can imagine and put onto a page, and what's even more amazing than that is the fact that we can read these and feel like we're there in the moment. That's what I love. I love being taken away to these different places, because if you're having a hard time, you can be taken to a place that's happier. And we all know the Harry Potter phase, which took us to this magical world. That's what I'm talking about. The fact that we can be taken to this different place and connect with these characters on such an emotional level, that to me is just one of the greatest human accomplishments. So question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? And that is another really easy one. It was this, The Hobbit. Easy. First proper series that I ever read, and to be honest with you, when I was young, I didn't quite understand the scope of fantasy, and I didn't really understand the idea of being taken to a place that is just so different from the real world that we live in. So this isn't the series I had when I was a little kid, but it's obviously the same book. I fell in love with the series The Hobbit, and that's actually what made me want to start writing. I wanted to create worlds like this, like George R.R. Martin, that's a bit freaking embarrassing. Worlds like J.R.R. Tolkien wrote. That's what I wanted to do, and that's when I knew that's what I want to do with my life. But anyway, the fact that he created this world, this incredible world, with creatures and just places that are just so phenomenally, outrageously out of the human mind. I fell in love with it, and that's not even an exaggeration. I think I quite literally fell in love with fantasy. Question number 6 is, what question would you ask your favorite booktuber? I know it sounds cliche, but I don't really have a favorite booktuber, but I suppose if I was to have a question for any, the one I most commonly watch is Emma Books. I absolutely adore her channel. I'm a bit jealous that she gets to do so many unboxings. I wish I could do that many, but anyway, if I had a question for Emma Books, it would probably be, have you ever thought about writing? Have you ever done writing? And is writing something you would pursue as a career, or are you more of a reader than a writer? So question number 7, and the last question is, what challenges will be the hardest to overcome? I'm assuming this question is for during the start of your booktubing channel. I feel that the hardest challenge is something that I haven't been struggling with, but it's something that has been, I suppose, bothering me a little bit, is just how hard it is to get views and subscribers when you first start. I know I can be a little impatient. I mean, I've only had this channel for about a month already, but it is pretty hard at the start, and it is pretty disheartening to see a video that you put a lot of effort in to go days at a time without any views. And I realize that's just part and parcel of the job, this will happen, and it takes time and patience, which I'm absolutely committed to doing, but it's just a bit of a hard thing to overcome in the first place, that's all. So yeah, that's all the questions. If you've watched the video this far, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I will be doing videos every Monday and Friday, providing stuff like book reviews, unboxings, news related to the literary world. That's another thing that I don't see that many videos on. I don't think I've actually seen any. I'm not saying there aren't any, but videos that provide real world news about stuff that's happening with famous authors, that kind of stuff. So that's something else that I'll be doing. Aside from that, I'll also do videos with writing tips. That's something that I'll be consistently doing. So if you're an aspiring writer, then I definitely recommend giving my channel a subscribe if you like. If you want to, I suppose, be friends with me, if that's not too desperate to say, please leave me a comment, like the video, whatever. And yeah, I'll see you when I do my next video on Monday. Thanks again for watching, guys. Catch you later.